So I'm always online and people are always saying that Radio Shack doesn't exist. There's these posts and they're like, what store do you remember that's not around anymore? And they always say Radio Shack. And I'm like, now wait a minute, in my town, we still have a Radio Shack. And that's where we're at right now. So if you'd like to check it out with us, come on. And I'm saying us because Daniel's here. That's right, you remember this guy? He hasn't been on my channel in a while.
Yes, I was like in some kind of a penalty box.
Not really.
No, it's a joke.
We just haven't been out in a while, and today's the day, and we're not going far, we're just going around town and surrounding towns just to show some things that I know I've wanted to show for years, but I always put it off because I'm like, I gotta get out and do these huge places in faraway lands and abandoned stuff. But today, we're sticking close to home, but we've got some pretty interesting things to share with you, so. Radio Shack, y'all! Okay, y'all ready to check it out? Here we go! Radio Shack. Hello!
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
We've got proof here that Radio Shack still exists.
Like Santa Claus and the M&Ms. They do exist. We are here.
Yes!
Come visit us.
No, we have not gone back in time. We are actually walking the aisles of a Radio Shack. Most of you didn't know they still exist. Some of you that did know think that they are only cell phones now, and that's not true either. Look at all this stuff. TVs, stereo equipment, alarm clocks, radios, CD players. Look at this. Walkie-talkies.
I always need these things.
Yes, they have stuff here that you always need.
Because of all the audio stuff.
They have a bit of everything.
Use extra splitters and things. Always coming in handy.
We have 2 or 3 people come in every day just to find, this is what Radio Shack was known for, all the resistors and capacitors and stuff, and so we still keep all that stuff because it's cool. And, and it don't cost that much. It's $1,000 worth of stuff, but we have 2 or 3 people a day come in and get a fuse, a knob, a switch, and that's what Radio Shack was known for, and unfortunately that's what they got away from, and that's what kind of hurt them, I think, in the end, But it is really cool, and I've been here since I was 17, I'm 59, so I'm like 42 years.
You've been here 42 years. Wow, that is amazing.
Crazy?
That is awesome.
Yep,
That's
42 years.
really great.
Yeah, so, it's been in my family ever since.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And so something we didn't expect when we planned to come here was this amazing display of retro electronics. We've got that set up in here and it's awesome.
It was originally called Curtis Electric, and then he did Curtis TV and Appliance. But all this old people have all this stuff, so this, I've had this in the back.
In fact, when I was a kid, I think, maybe not that exact one, but my father gave my brother and I walkies like that. And he had like the rubber ducky extensions on them and the leather cases for them. And we thought they were cool because they're like Army, old Army walkie-talkies.
That's what a lot of it is. So some people bring, like some guy just brought this in old, that's old Civil Air Patrol radio. It wasn't a Radio Shack piece, but it's funny, but old rotor and stuff, turn your TV antenna. We just been putting up some. Some guy brought me these things. I don't remember if y'all remember that, where you used to get a free battery each month. And so that guy brought me that the other day and bought me that radio. So I just been putting here.
Oh, that's so cool.
To show, because a lot of this stuff my dad built or had it from the time he started business, all those meters and stuff. And I had saved that sign from, that was when before we even moved to this location. And so that was that sign's probably about I'd say 45 years old. I had it in the attic.
Wow.
And when the fair had the theme of the fair a couple years ago was something about retro old stuff. And so I brought that sign out and I put it up on our booth at the fair just to
that's
people
great.
see it. It was pretty cool.
That is.
And it got me interested in all the rest of the stuff. But some people's like, they don't understand it. And most people thinks it's cool because, we live in an older community anyway. So most people come in here, oh gosh, I had that, or I did this, or I did that.
Well, I remember Radio Shack from the 80s. My parents got me a remote control car from there.
Sure.
And I remember when it was in malls and.
We know, ironically, before this pandemic hit, they was actually coming back around and they was getting us parts, and you'll see we are actually got in Radio Shack part branded stuff again, batteries and stuff.
Oh.
And then they kind of slowed down the influx of electronics, from wherever they's being made. But somebody just bought them out. A company bought them, and like Bed Bath and Beyond, and a bunch of people that was kind of struggling. This big company just bought them down, and they're going to try to have more of an online presence. So we'll see. They still owned by the same Sprint. Company owned Sprint owns them. That's who bought them out. It's funny.
And some later stuff, but still old. Oh, like an old laptop.
Yeah.
Is that like a word processor? They're so cool. You getting some stuff?
I am. I always need these things. We never have enough of them.
Yes.
So.
If you look up a TV right now, we're $50 under every TV Best Buy has, because we bought them on a deal from Sony. We're still Sony Direct, so we sell the same stuff. You can't do that anymore. It's hard to.
Right.
People are internet savvy, so you can't really. Our big deal is to sell them at a good price, and then hopefully we get to install it, and that's where you make the money now. If we sell it, or if people buy it, we don't. People buy it somewhere else, we still install it. We did a Jeep yesterday. The guy bought his radio at Best Buy. We hadn't been able to get car radios. That's why our display's empty. We've not got a Pioneer radio since last June.
Okay.
They're sold out.
Audio Technica, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Look, they still have remote control cars.
Yeah.
There's a drone. Virtual reality glasses. Sweet. There's a build a drone kit. That's pretty cool.
It's good stuff.
I know. They actually have more than even I thought now.
And the updated walkies.
Here's just something retro you can see. These are, I've been saving Radio Shack catalogs,
Oh my goodness.
1984.
Those are
82.
awesome.
Oh yeah.
I think these are great. So I've got them from about all the years since we've been in business. Look at this right here. That's probably in the 70s. 79.
Oh my goodness. I love that.
Is that crazy?
Wow. Oh, look at the big old camcorder.
Yeah. I mean, they used to be.
This almost looks like the turntable
Yeah.
my father used to have.
He used to.
There's him one right there, the old radio. That's just the computer catalog only, That's what, 81? 81.
81, the year I was born.
There you go. Then they went to this new style, But it's pretty cool, ain't it?
That is
Yeah,
awesome.
I think we've got one for about the years they produced them. Nobody produces that anymore, But look at the prices in there, $4,200.
Wow.
And it had a disc drive.
Which is-
that wasn't no memory, Yeah, like
Which is
everything.
why when I was a kid in the 80s, we didn't have a home computer.
No.
It was just like, my parents were weird, not spending that kind of money.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, but
It's just cool. I always like to look back at it and see
Oh.
what's going on.
Yeah.
I had one of
Yeah.
those.
I think that they should never have got out of all that stuff. They got into the cell phone business showing that we all made lots of money on cell phones.
Right,
They was
right.
original. You don't make nothing because it was saturated. But back then, and Radio Shack put all the eggs in that cell phone basket and got rid of this kind of stuff, the stereos, that stuff. And we never did because that's what we always installed, And then we did a lot of repairs, so of course we needed all the parts and pieces for our installs and our repairs. And so when Radio Shack quit selling that stuff, we went to a different company to get it, And we kind of stayed that same way. And a lot of my friends that did that stayed. There's some close to us, like Newland. That's one about maybe 2 hours away. There's some there. One of my friends has one in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. He's still got 2 of those.
Look how we used to make videos.
I had one similar at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one, where you put the whole VHS tape in the side.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Man.
I had one at a JVC.
Oh, here's the remote control cars.
Yeah.
I know I asked for one of these for Christmas and I got one. Toys. We used to have a lot more toys too.
You know, we couldn't get toys this year. Radio Shack had them some last year, you know, but we couldn't, the ones we ordered didn't even come across the seas this year. They never made it into the States. That's the first time since I've been here we didn't have remote control cars for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many kids are into that these days anyway. They're all into video gaming now, I guess.
When I saw the little make your own drone thing,
Yes,
that's cool.
It is cool. You know, we're just getting ready. I just bought a bunch of kits. They have a bunch of make your own stuff now. I'm going to give up.
Yeah.
I just ordered about 40 of them to give to the STEM program here. I've got them in the back, little starter kits, you know.
That's
So
great.
we're getting ready to give them to the STEM program to let them learn how to solder and stuff.
Radio Shack, y'all.
Yeah.
Well, we're definitely glad you're still here.
We ain't going up.
Here's
we love
my
our
card.
community. Yeah, right. No,
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
Well, we thank you so much
Thank
for,
y'all for stopping in.
welcome,
Yeah. Come
welcome-
back and see us anytime.
Yeah. Oh, bye to that guy too. Yeah, thanks again. We really
Thank y'all
enjoyed
later.
this, and we
Yep.
appreciate you welcoming us in, and this was great.
No, we appreciate you coming in and doing it. Yep. Come back anytime.
Thank you.
We'll see y'all later.
And I didn't see those lanterns,
Yeah, they're cool.
like the old
Yeah,
railroad
I'll have to
lanterns.
make one for you.
We just got them back in.
Yeah, this
yesterday.
one worked. There we go.
Oh yeah,
Is that neat?
that is neat. They've got cool stuff here, people. Make sure you
Yeah.
come out.
And you can brighten it up. Isn't that pretty neat?
Yes, it's awesome. All right, thanks so much.
See y'all later.
Bye. Okay, this is the Retromantic signing out from the Radio Shack. This was awesome. I could not have asked for a better videoing experience today. They welcomed us in, they showed us their displays, they showed us what they have to offer. The guy even brought out the old catalogs from years past to show us the old technology that was offered. It was just amazing to see. I'm very excited that I can share this with you guys. He's been here for 42 years. I mean,
42.
That's just awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this. We have proved today that Radio Shack does in fact still exist. Tell your friends.
Yeah.
There are 500 left too.
About 500.
Not just here, we're in Western North Carolina, in Franklin, North Carolina to be specific. This is our town, but there are 499 more of them out there. So maybe if you've got one kind of near you, take a look, come visit. And we showed you the info for this place on the door there. There was a shot of that, so you can visit online, you can call, whatever you'd like to do. We also will include the information under the video in the video description. Again, I'm the Retromantic. If you like this type of content, there will be more. Please make sure you're subscribed. Ring the bell so you know when the next videos are coming out. I think we're done here. Daniel's behind the camera. Thank you for helping me today. We will catch you next time. Radio Shack!
Hey, did you notice the emblem on our shirt? Mickey made it. we put the circle on in the first TV. You know, it was kind of funny because we tried to find you know, we haven't never had really a thing, and so we put the circle R, you know, in front of in the side of it, but didn't make the total circle like the Radio Shack. And Mickey come up with one day. I'm like, oh, that's awesome.
That is clever.
It was very clever. He did a very good job on it. So.
Woo! Radio Shack, y'all. We're saying y'all.
Yeah, what is this?
I don't know.
Southern Living?
Yeah. Radio Shack, everybody. It still exists.
Yes, it does.
I have the proof. You saw it right here on the Retromantic YouTube channel. As a car backfires.
Yeah, that was a car backfire, not a gunshot.
And to note, I am wearing a VHS tape hoodie. See the play button there?
And I meant to say something earlier. But yeah, that's pretty cool.
The cool 80s graphics.
Particularly I guess that's supposed to be a car.
Yes, it's an 8-bit car. Perfect to wear here as we entered the past at this Radio Shack.
Sure.
It's not the past though, it's the present and it's the future.
Yes, they're still around. They're going to be here.
One lady bought a TV from us, and I told her the new one was like a 24-inch. I said it's $150, whatever it was. She said, I want a really good one. I'm like, well, they don't make too many of them, but I said, this is LG. It's really good TV. And she said, well, I think I paid like $2,000. So I looked up the thing. She had a 22-inch Sony. She'd bought like whatever, $2,700 for a 22-inch TV.
Wow.
And we keep the records. So as long as they bought something from us, we have when they buy it from a show. I'm like, holy cow, that lady paid $2,500 for TV by $150 today.
Yes.
That's amazing.
It is crazy how things change.
I actually got my first computer here.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was an old compact Presario back in 1998.
I remember one day we sold like the Model 4s.
Yeah, I bought it right from you. I remember.
Did you?
Yeah.
I've got a Model 4, you know, that had the old floppy drives in it. I've got one of those back here in the back. I've not put it out, but $2,400. We got the catalog. It was sold out of $2,400 Model 4. You know, so that was twin disc drives.